That's him. He's the one I told you about.
That had swagger. It really did.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Movie Reps. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best Netflix original movies of the year. From thrilling adventures to heartwarming dramas, these must-watch films are making waves. Stick around to see which movie takes the top spot. You don't want to miss it. Let's dive in.
Come to, Daddy. Oh. I mean, stop there. Beast.
Starting off our list at number 10, we have Reptile. In a quiet Maine town, Will Grady's life takes a dark turn when he finds his girlfriend, Summer Ellswick, brutally murdered. As detectives Tom Nichols and Dan Cleary dig into the case, secrets begin to unravel. Will reveals a tangled web involving Summer's estranged husband, a mysterious man named Eli, and a family farm lost in a tragic past. Tom's relentless pursuit of the truth leads him to a high-stakes showdown with his own colleagues, uncovering a deep-rooted scheme.
Interesting, huh?
Coming in at number 9, we have the charming and intriguing Wicked Little Letters. Edith Swan receives her 19th anonymous, crude letter. The content is vile, and Edith is convinced her neighbor, Rose Goodings, is behind it. This suspicion sets off a chain of dramatic events that will shake the town to its core. Rose, wrongfully accused, is arrested, but the real mystery unfolds as the town's dark secrets surface. With wit, charm, and a touch of chaos, Wicked Little Letters delivers a riotous romp through a scandalous affair, proving that sometimes the truth is stranger and far funnier than fiction.
Why would I send a letter when I can just say it?
Number 8, Orion and the Dark. Orion is an 11-year-old paralyzed by a kaleidoscope of irrational fears. Orion's life is a relentless battle with his anxieties, whether it's a simple school trip or the worry of his parents moving away. But when a blackout ushers in Dark, an entity embodying his deepest fears, Orion's world is about to shift. Orion and the Dark is a masterful blend of whimsy and wisdom, exploring how facing our deepest fears can illuminate our path forward.
Open your eyes!
No way!
Come on! See how much better that is, kid?
At number 7, we have Ultram Man Rising. For over 30 years, Ultraman has stood as humanity's shield against the mighty kaijus. But what happens when the mantle of heroism is passed to a new generation, one that isn't quite ready to take it on? Meet Kenji Sato, an egotistical baseball star, returning to Japan not for fame, but to fulfill a destiny he's been running from his entire life. His father, Professor Sato, once Ultraman, now passes the torch to Kenji. But Kenji's heart is divided between the roar of the crowd and the call of duty.
Hi.
Oh, crap.
Number 6, Scoop. In 2010, a single photograph captured the hidden connection between Prince Andrew and the notorious Jeffrey Epstein. Little did anyone know that moment would ignite a firestorm nearly a decade later. 9 years later, BBC producer Sam McAllister stumbles upon that very photo. What starts as a routine day quickly spirals into a quest for the scoop of the decade, a television interview that would shake the British monarchy to its core. With her career on the line, Sam navigates the murky waters of royal PR, facing off against Prince Andrew's inner circle. Scoop isn't just a story about power and scandal. It's a thrilling exploration of journalism, truth, and the price of silence.
An hour of television can change everything.
3 women in a whippet. Wouldn't have seen that in a BBC studio when I started.
Number 5, Land of Bad. In this intense war thriller, we're dropped into the chaos of battle, where survival is a matter of seconds. When a Delta Force team is ambushed in enemy territory, it's rookie Officer Kinney, played by Liam Hemsworth, who refuses to leave them behind. What starts as a mission quickly turns into a nightmare, with Kinney relying on the only lifeline left, a drone pilot named Reaper, played by Russell Crowe. Crowe delivers a scene-stealing performance as the grizzled mentor, guiding Kinney through a brutal 48-hour battle for survival.
It's not the conversation we should be having right now.
Number 4, The Long Game. Set in 1955, South Texas, this film follows 5 Mexican-American caddies who, fueled by a love for the game and a determination to prove themselves, create their own golf course in the unforgiving desert. With nothing but outdated hand-me-down equipment and no formal training, these young men dared to dream big. The Long Game captures the tension and challenges of competing in a world where the odds are stacked against them, but it's not just a game. It's a fight for recognition, respect, and equality.
You know, that's just life. Sometimes you land on the green, sometimes you're in the bunker, but you always play it as it lies.
Before we reveal our top 3 films of the year, let's give a nod to a few standout honorable mentions. First, The Killer, David Fincher's razor-sharp thriller that'll have you questioning everything. Next, They Cloned Tyrone, a funky sci-fi mystery with humor and heart. And finally, Luther, The Fallen Son. Idris Elba returns in a dark, intense crime drama that's pure adrenaline. But before we dive into our top picks, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more movie magic from Movie Reps. You won't want to miss our full breakdowns and hot takes on all the latest films. Now, let's get to the big leagues. Taking the bronze spot is Hitman.
My name is Gary Johnson, and my simple question for you is, who is your hitman?
Imagine this. You're a mild-mannered college professor by day, but by night, you're the guy the police call to pose as a hitman, luring would-be killers into a trap. Sounds like the plot of a wild crime thriller, right? Well, that's exactly what we get in Hitman. Gary Johnson, our unassuming protagonist, lives a double life that's anything but ordinary. He's not just a professor, he's a key player in a dangerous game, working with the New Orleans police to catch people trying to hire assassins. But when one job turns personal, the lines between his 2 lives start to blur.
Remember the lady came in trying to have her husband killed that we let go?
No, that he let go.
Yeah, her husband was just found dead.
Number 2, The Beautiful Game. Ever wondered what happens when your dreams refuse to die, even when life has other plans? Meet Vinny, a man whose love for football burns bright, even as his life unravels around him. When a chance encounter with a legendary coach presents Vinny with an unexpected opportunity, a place on England's homeless World Cup team, he's torn between pride and desperation. With the chance to represent his country, Vinny's initial refusal reveals a painful truth. He's not just fighting for football, but wrestling with the ghost of his past failures and a bruised ego. This movie makes you think of so many things all at once. With great acting, a story based on real events, and a powerful message, it's something for all ages to watch.
We can't find South Africa.
South Africa is at the bottom of Africa.
She's referring to the football team, Elder.
And finally, taking the top spot at number 1, we have Society of the Snow. October 13th, 1972, begins with the Old Christians Club rugby team in Montevideo, eagerly anticipating their match in Chile. But their journey takes a harrowing turn in Society of the Snow, a film inspired by the true story of Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. With 40 passengers and 5 crew members aboard Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571, the mood is upbeat until a fierce storm over the Andes turns their adventure into a fight for life. The plane crashes into a glacier, leaving the survivors grappling with injury, freezing temperatures, and isolation. This film is not just about the brutality of nature, but the incredible endurance of the human spirit. It captures the raw, emotional journey of these individuals who faced death head-on, revealing the strength and solidarity that kept them going. Thanks for watching our top 10 best Netflix original movies of 2024. If you found a new favorite, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more hidden gems and must-see content. See you in the next video.
Mírame los ojos. Mírame los ojos.